We are in the kitchen with Chef Jermaine Booth. He is the culinary recruiter with Stratford University. Jermaine, welcome to the Hampton Roadshow. How was your weekend?
Great.
You had a great weekend?
Definitely.
You're all excited to come in here and cook for us this morning?
Definitely.
What are you cooking for us?
I have a Tex-Mex seafood stuffed wonton dish.
That sounds delicious.
Yes, great dish. Infused a little influence from both teams.
A little from both teams. We'll talk about what that is in just a moment. Now, is this something that people can make maybe for Super Bowl, a little bit of like an appetizer or something like that?
Definitely a quick, simple dish. I'm sure your friends and family will enjoy for the big game festivities.
Oh, for the big game. And we're going to get your take on the big game and who you like in just a moment. We'll get cooking, so stick around, everybody. All righty, we're back in the kitchen with Chef Jermaine Booth. He is the culinary recruiter with Stratford University. Today's making Tex-Mex seafood stuffed wontons. God, that sounds great. Okay, so let's just do this right now, okay? We got the two big teams in the game, all right? So they're upside down. I know, here we go. You know who they are, okay? That's them right there, okay? So here's the deal. We're gonna play a little game with Jermaine, okay? We're gonna mix them up, and so you don't know what it is. Now, Jermaine, don't say, just pick one. Okay, all righty. That's the one. As the team Jermaine's going with, we'll let you know in just a moment. So like I said, welcome to Hampton Roadshow. Tell me a little about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm originally from this area. I'm a Suffolk native. Suffolk native. Attended school in this area, Johnson & Wales in Norfolk State. Did a little traveling with my career. Now I'm back home.
Behold the green and gold.
Behold
we have a
the green and
Spartan
gold.
in the kitchen today. And how did this dish come about?
Well, this dish came about, I did a little research. Colorado, they have a strong Mexican influence because of their location. So that's the spices from this dish.
Right.
And then up in Washington, a lot of seafood up there.
A lot of seafood.
That's where the seafood stuffing came from.
I like it.
And then they also both have a strong Asian influence. Wonton, brought it all together with the wonton.
Boom. All right. So get to work.
All right.
Show us your skills.
All right. So what we have here, we have a little cream cheese here, and we have spices here. Traditional spices, you'll see cumin, chili powder, some little cayenne pepper, garlic, onion powder, mixed in here, a little salt and pepper. And then here, we have our crab meat, some diced jalapeno, and some pepper jack cheese.
Very nice.
So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our cream cheese here, and we're just gonna incorporate our spices a little. Get those nice and incorporated there. And then we're just gonna dump in our crab, jalapeno, and pepper jack cheese like so. Like I said, this can be done ahead of time. Great dish, not too heavy. I know a lot of people do chicken wings and pizzas for big game.
What about the spices? Can you put too much in there, or you want to be careful with that?
Well, basically, you want to go light. You don't want to overpower it because also when it's done, I toss them again, the spices. So you don't want to have them too much spices on the inside.
A lot of times these finger foods that people make before the big game, they just might be a little overpowering. Like you said, a little tough, a little strong.
Exactly.
You always have to have something cold to drink with it.
Exactly. So you don't want that. You want to make sure they enjoy everything that you have for them.
That's right.
All right. So now we have a little egg wash here. Simple egg and a little water is what we have.
As far as the wonton, where did you get those? Did you make them yourself, or what can people do at home maybe to make it simple and easy?
Asian markets, your local Asian market, pick those up, and some of your grocery stores, they also carry them.
Okay.
It's not hard to find at all.
Right.
Little egg and water here, and I'm just going to gently brush the edges here. And this is just going to help the wonton close to keep all your filling inside when you begin to fry them. All right, so once we get the edges brushed with a little egg wash.
You an artiste at work. Look at you.
Well, thank you, sir.
Painting those wontons.
Now, you just take a little bit of filling. Teaspoon to a tablespoon, all depends on how. You don't want too much filling because you want it to close properly and not spill out in the fryer. And then we have a little here. All right.
Okay, so you go ahead and finish those other two. Are you going to wrap? You just fold them over now?
Just fold them over, yep.
You go ahead and do those. Go ahead and fold it over so we can move on.
All right.
Toward the end. All right, so
then basically what you do.
Little fold.
Little fold. Squeeze all the air out. Get it nice and snug there.
Yep.
And then you simply right into your pan here.
Right into the pan.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to wrap up the wontons with Jermaine Booth in just a few minutes. And, oh, here we go. Ready for the big reveal. Who does Jermaine like in the big game? Booyah, the Denver Broncos. All right. looks like we're heading that direction. Thank you, Jermaine. Welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow, everybody. We're back in the kitchen with Jermaine Booth from Stratford University, the Culinary Arts, and he's wrapping up his Tex-Mex fried wontons. perfect for the big game. So how you doing, man? You
Doing
having
good.
some fun here?
I'm having a lot of
You're
fun.
having some fun. Okay, when we left you, you wrapped them up and you set them into the fryer. And then what?
Okay, so when they come out, you want to season them immediately.
Okay.
Because food, the surface of food, just like our skin, is porous.
Right.
So as soon as it comes out, you want to get that seasoning sink down in.
Okay.
So I have it here. I'm just going to take the same spices that I have on the filling.
Right.
I just want to toss them on the inside. So we want to toss them really quick.
Uh-huh.
And then Super Bowl parties,
Boom.
you want to plate it up. You
Just
wanna
mix
platter,
them up.
You want to platter it up. I'm just going to take them here.
Want to make them look nice.
Make them look nice. You want to make sure your guest eats with their eyes first and enjoy the presentation. So you can lay these out here like so.
I tell you, they look perfect for a Super Bowl party.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I got a space for a couple of more here. You want to get them all out.
And it seems to me like you could probably do some other things to garnish it. What would you like, maybe?
Definitely.
What's the compliment for it?
Definitely. Pico de gallo would be a great compliment. I just have some diced tomatoes here.
Right, that's good.
Sprinkle those right on top like so.
A little sprinkly.
A little sprinkly. You can get you some scallions, a little chives maybe. You can make you a little dip for it.
Very nice.
Maybe a little Southwest ranch.
Very nice. Okay, hey, so other suggestions for the big game party. What would you go with? I mean, what do you think? I mean, everybody likes meatballs, chicken wings. I mean, what else do you think?
Get outside the box for a second.
Yeah.
You can do chicken wings. You can do a different type of chicken wing.
Right.
Maybe some, one of my favorite, deep fried macaroni and cheese.
Deep fried macaroni and cheese.
Always a hit.
And that's like a main dish, isn't it?
Well, you do it in little balls.
Little balls.
Little triangles.
Okay, so what else? Maybe nachos.
Nachos always.
Yeah.
Always a nacho. Maybe you can do a nacho like this. A self-contained nacho.
Right.
Maybe take some tortillas, wrap them up with the filling, ground beef, cheese, jalapenos.
Jermaine, is that what's brought you to the culinary arts? I mean, you've always been interested in food. What was the interest? How did you get started?
Well, it's simple. My passion came from home. My family loved to cook, and that passion came with me. I took that passion and turned it into a career.
And now your job with Stratford University, you're sort of going out and recruiting. And tell me about that. And when people come in and they ask you about Stratford and what's offered, what do you tell them?
Well, I talk to students, high school students. So I always tell anybody to do the research.
Right.
Research your schools. And when you come to Stratford, great opportunities for you. Small class sizes. We have interactive learning with the chefs. So it's great, especially when you learn those new technical skills. You want to have that one-on-one attention.
Okay, you're located at the Newport News School. There's also one in Virginia Beach that just opened up. Beautiful facility.
Yes, it is.
For anyone who might be interested, how can they get in touch with them?
Just online.
Yeah.
Stratford Online.
Stratford Online. Okay, so you're picking the Broncos because why?
Well, I have to say this. I'm a 49ers fan. But I love Peyton Manning.
You love Peyton Manning. A lot of people do.
I love him.
So what was that? The end of that Seahawks game, or was like a kick in the gut?
Yeah, it was.
Kick in the gut.
It hurt a little.
It was painful.
It hurt.
Yeah. And Richard Sherman, what'd you think of his outburst?
Well, that's a long going feud between him and us. So
him and Crabtree.
Yeah.
Been going at it for a while.
Yeah. So it was expected. It was just a little much for me, but it was expected.
Okay. So listen, you wrapped up your Tex-Mex fried wonton. It looks delicious. Other tips for anyone out there getting ready for the big game? What would you tell them?
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple and do what you like. You don't want to go. You gotta have guys that's not familiar with eating in your home.
Right.
Don't do too much. You may scare them away.
Just be careful. Don't over season. Make it simple. The food that everyone likes. Right.
Exactly. Always a winner.
I like that. All right. So Jermaine Booth from Stratford University, wrapping it up. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me.
Good job. All right. That was good stuff. Can't wait to try the Tex-Mex fried wonton.
Super good.